For the longest time, we've pictured AI as something that lives inside our screens, right? A chatbot, a voice assistant, just some clever piece of code. But after everything we saw at CES 2026, well, that's all about to change. So let's get into it. AI is officially leaving the digital world and stepping into ours. And this phrase, man, it was everywhere at the show, and it just perfectly nails this huge shift we're seeing. The intelligence that used to be just, data in text is now getting a physical form. It's a seriously powerful idea when you think about it. So what even is physical AI? Look, this isn't about AI writing better emails for you. No, this is about building intelligence that can actually navigate and deal with the physical universe. It's an AI that gets that if you drop a glass, it's going to shatter. We're talking about a whole new frontier here. Okay, so if you're going to give that ghost a body, you've got to start with one thing, a brain. And not just any brain, a powerful, super efficient, and, this is key, an untethered brain. And this whole revolution, it really starts with the humble computer chip. 27 hours. What does that number mean for you? Well, it means freedom. This is the new gold standard for laptop battery life, all thanks to Intel's latest Panther leg chips. And we're not talking about just, lightly checking your email. This is real, honest-to-goodness, all day and then some power. Yeah, this isn't just a small step up, it is a massive jump in performance, and this leap is possible because of this brand new manufacturing process. It's using something called ribbon FET technology, which, to put it simply, is like building a skyscraper for transistors instead of a sprawling, single-story building. It saves a ton of space and power. It's finally bringing that phone-like battery efficiency to high-powered laptops. And that same efficiency is popping up everywhere. Intel is now taking aim at the handheld gaming world with its Core G3 Extreme chip. They're promising a real competitor to devices like the Steam Deck. But, without that frustratingly short battery life. But, power isn't everything. A brain's gotta be smart, too. And this is where AMD's approach with its Ryzen AI 400 series is really interesting. It's all about on-device processing. So instead of shipping your data off to the cloud, its super powerful neural processing unit, that's a part of the chip built specifically for AI, handles everything right there on your machine. What does that mean? It's faster, it's more responsive, and a whole lot more private. All right, so we've got the brain. It's powerful, it's efficient, it's untethered. Now what? Well, you give it a body. A body that can actually move, navigate, and finally conquer the real world. You know what the number one enemy of every robot vacuum has been since, forever? Stairs. Well, that war is officially over. Check this out. The Roborock Saros Rover uses this incredible wheel leg system. It just rolls along on flat ground, but its 3D spatial AI sees the stairs coming, extends these legs, and just keeps on cleaning as it climbs. It is such a genius piece of physical problem solving. But we're talking about way more than just cleaning floors, right? To build a robot that can do the really big jobs, you have to first teach it the laws of physics. And the safest place to do that, well, it's kind of like learning in the Matrix. And this is the brand new Atlas from Boston Dynamics. It's now fully electric, which makes it way cleaner and quieter. But the real magic is in how it learns. Using Google's Gemini models, it spends thousands of hours training inside NVIDIA's Cosmos, which is basically an industrial metaverse. It masters movement by trying and failing 1,000,000 times in a virtual world, so that its physical body doesn't have to. And get this, by 2028, these things will be working in Hyundai factory. Okay, so we've got a brain, we've got a body. What's missing? The final piece of the puzzle. You could call it a purpose, or maybe even a soul. This is where physical AI starts getting really personal and weaving itself into our actual lives. Let's start with something we all hate, laundry. This is LG's CLOiD. With these incredibly nimble 7-degree of freedom arms, it's not just moving stuff around. It uses these things called vision language action models. That just means it can connect what it sees with language and then take an action. So it's not just seeing a shirt. It understands, oh, that's a dirty shirt. It belongs in the hamper. This is an AI designed to finally tackle our chores. And this tech is getting super personal. These are iPolish press-on nails. They use the exact same electrophoretic tech that's in a Kindle screen. You literally just tap an app on your phone, and boom, instant, chemical-free color change. This is wearable tech becoming a full-on fashion statement. But then there's this, and it's maybe the most profound application we saw. The rise of embodied companions. These Kata Friends from SwitchBot might look like cute little toys, but they are packed with sensors to read human emotion and just provide company. This is technology being designed with a very specific and human purpose, to fight loneliness. Okay, so all of this is amazing, right? The powerful chips, the tireless robots, the billions and billions of calculations, but it all needs one thing, just one thing to run: power, and a whole lot of it. To fuel this new world, we're going to need a bigger engine. And that brings us to what might be the single most mind-blowing announcement of the entire show. Because let's be real, without a solution to our energy needs, none of this other stuff is sustainable. It just isn't. So, what's the plan? Get this, they are building a star on Earth. No, that's not science fiction. It's the absolutely massive effort to achieve commercial nuclear fusion, the very same power source that fuels our sun. So here's the deal. There's this huge collaboration between Commonwealth Fusion Systems, NVIDIA, and Siemens. What they're doing is building a digital twin of the SPARC fusion reactor. By simulating the insanely complex plasma physics in a virtual world, they can test and solve engineering problems at lightning speed. And their goal? To achieve net energy generation. That's the holy grail. More power out than you put in, as soon as next year. This is the endless engine that could literally power everything else. So when you put it all together, you see the full picture. These are the 4 pillars building this new era of physical AI. And you can see how it all connects. The efficient silicon brain makes a capable robotic body possible, which is then given a purpose by a digital soul, and that whole system is fueled by a potentially endless engine. Look, this is so much bigger than just cool new gadgets. This is a fundamental merger of our digital and our physical realities. The ghost is officially out of the machine, and the only question left is, are we ready for what happens next?